Hey there, it's Michael Stevenson, and if you saw or if you didn't see my video the other day, I gave some travel tips on some of the things that we bring with us when we travel. My wife and I have been traveling the world for 22 months, and so we've gotten pretty good at this whole thing, especially when it comes to gadgets. And one of the things I recommended in the video was called a HooToo Trip Mate Elite. And the HooToo is essentially a travel router. It's a small internet router that fits in your pocket, and the benefit of it is when you're on the cruise, you can buy one cruise connection for yourself and then connect multiple devices. Normally, when you're on the cruise, you can only connect one device at a time to the internet. With the HooToo TripMate, you essentially connect the TripMate, which sits in your pocket, to the internet on the cruise, and then it rebroadcasts a Wi-Fi. You can connect as many devices as you want to it. So you can have your laptop, your tablet, your phone, everything connected all at the same time, which is really neat. If you're like me, I'm a gadget freak, so I've got all kinds of gadgets that need Wi-Fi, and it's a pain to have to log one off and log another one on. So it gives you a way to do that. Now, all the devices do kind of have to be in the same room. It doesn't have a very big range, so it's mostly for personal use. It's not like if you're a family where you have one person on one side of the boat, the other person on the other side of the boat. It wouldn't work in that way. But as long as you've got all your devices pretty close to you, you can have them all connected. But somebody commented on that video and said they got the HooToo, but the instructions are really bad. They're bad translated, some Asian language, probably Chinese or something, translated into English. It's very poor. So it's actually a really easy device to set up. So I'm just going to do a really quick tutorial here and show you how to do that. So the first thing you want to do on the HooToo is you want to push the button right on the side, push the power button for about 5 seconds. And the 5 lights will light up, and then it'll be on. You'll know it's on when you see the green light come on. And that tells you that the Wi-Fi router inside of it is active. As soon as you see it active, the first thing you want to do is on your computer, you want to connect to the Wi-Fi. So go to wherever you connect to Wi-Fi. I've got Windows 10 here. You may have a Mac. You may have an older version of Windows. But you bring up your Wi-Fi's, and it will say HooToo TripMate Elite or whatever on it. Mine is already renamed because I've customized mine. You'll be able to rename yours to whatever you want so that you have a different name than everybody else. But connect directly to the HooToo. Now, the HooToo is not connected to the internet yet. We have to configure it to make it connect to the internet. But once you're connected to the HooToo, then what you're going to do is you're going to open up a browser window, and you're going to go to this URL right here, 10.10.10.254. And then you hit the Enter key. And as soon as you do that, it's going to bring you to this TripMate login page here. And this is your access to configure the TripMate. It does a lot more, by the way, than just the Wi-Fi rebroadcasting. It actually, you can plug hard drives into it, USB sticks. It allows you to back up your phone. If you like to back up your images and videos and stuff, you can back up your phone to the storage that's attached to it. So it's what they call a network attached storage. But what you're going to do is you're going to log in to this page. And the login should be in your instructions. I'm going to log into my page. Click the login button, and then it'll take you to this interface. And this is where everything can be done with the HooToo. So there's a video section. If you have storage attached to it that has videos in it, you'll be able to find those here, photos, music, all that kind of stuff, documents. What you want to do, though, is you want to go to this area down here, Settings. Click on Settings. This is going to take you into all the device settings. As soon as you're in here, you want to click on Network Settings, and then click on Internet. Okay, Network Settings, Internet. Now I have mine set up for wired access right now. I'm actually in a hotel room with a wired plug, and it does have an Ethernet plug in it. So if you have an Ethernet cable, it's actually faster if you hook it up wired to the wall. Yours would be wireless access, and on that wireless access, you're going to see down here, instead of having IP addresses, it's going to have all the networks that are available. This is just like connecting on your computer or connecting on your iPad or something like that. Pick the network, and in this case, you're going to pick the Carnival network. And as soon as you do that, you click Save. And then that will connect the HooToo to the Carnival network. Now, on Carnival, you're going to have to log in to the Wi-Fi. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to, say MSNBC or whatever, some regular website. It's going to capture it. I'm obviously in a Hilton. So in the Hilton, it's actually captured it here. Now, this is not my computer connecting to Hilton. This is the HooToo connected to the Hilton, but it passes through the login page to your computer. So log in however you log in. I'm going to go through. I'm a Hilton Honors member. I'm going to go through and log into my account. And this is logging the HooToo in. Once I log in once, all of my devices will be connected. You only have to log in one time, and then once you're logged in, and then you have access to the internet. And that's about it. So that's the easy setup right there, is just connecting to the internet and then logging in with your password. Now, you can customize the HooToo a little bit, so I'll show you how to do that. If you go to that URL, 10.10.10.254, this is the URL to access the HooToo. Log in and then come back in here to network settings. Then one of the things you can do is you can change right here where it says Wi-Fi and LAN. Click on that setting, and then you can come in here and change the Wi-Fi to whatever you want to call it. This SSID is the name of the Wi-Fi that gets broadcasted. So when you connect to your Wi-Fi, that's the name that shows up here among all the other Wi-Fis. So I changed mine to TD-ITP Travel. You can also change the password that it takes to log in. Obviously, you want to put a good password on it. You don't want other people stealing your internet from you. And those are really the only two things you want to change. Just change this SSID to something that's personal to you, that a name that you'll recognize it when you want to connect to the internet, and then change the password to something that's private that no one else will guess, and then click Save. And then when you do that, the next time you go to your Wi-Fi, you'll see the whatever name you picked right here in the Wi-Fi settings. So that's about it. There's all kinds of other fancy stuff that you can do. There is even a setup wizard that you can go through to help you get all these settings kind of in a step-by-step wizard type of format. But those are really the only things you got to change, is connect to the internet and then come in and change the Wi-Fi broadcast to the SSID and password that you want it, and save it. Once you do that, you're going to have all the internet that you want on the ship. Now, obviously, the ship, some of the ships have good internet, some are a little slower. I'm really hoping that this one's got good internet. So that's all I got. So looking forward to connecting with you on the cruise or even in New Orleans. And thanks for watching. Bye.